everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast. And today, we are watching me play Baldur's Gate 3. Or we are playing Baldur's Gate 3. It's going to be today we are watching a Chugga Conroy, but no. I do that in my half the time on my while I'm not playing for y'all. I don't know, there's just something about him stealing other people's luck in Mario Party that it's just oddly entertaining. But anyways, let me finish up through the basically getting the rules up and everything, and we'll get going. Oh, and launching Elgato here. I don't know why I forgot to not launch Elgato. Let's see, do that. Here, I do that. I hit that. Okay, make sure that's there. I tap that. Tap that. Tap that. That's all set up. Okay. Set my tablet right there. As for the rules are normal. Chat rules for y'all that don't read the chat. Basically, don't be a llama. Don't start drama. I don't like drama. I get emotional in all the wrong ways. We don't moderate here, except for links and terms of service violations. That's about it. Say whatever you want, but you're going to probably get ribbed for it. As a U.S. citizen myself, and basically current moderator of the chat, for me, I don't believe in hate speech. All I am required by U.S. law is to obey U.S. laws on speech, which is very broad, and on YouTube's platform is to be within their terms of service and content policies, which is, as I read them, fairly lenient. So, but no real such thing as hate speech, in my opinion. It's just good old decent respect. If y'all didn't grow up with decent respect, or your parents putting the fear of God in you, or whatever, the fear of nature, or the fear of Thor in you, or the fear of Allah, or Muhammad, or the devil, or whatever, or the fear of your grandmother, or your uncle, or your aunt, or your father or mother, or they just didn't teach you any decent respect, we'll teach you. We'll make fun of you. Because my community I'm trying to build here around me, for my chats and everything, we're a group of friends. We'll rib each other. We'll joke with each other. Let's switch over to a nice, better scene than this. We'll have fun. We'll make fun of each other. But in the end, it's all because we're having fun. It's not. What am I trying to say? It's not because we're being mean. It's because we like each other. And we're trying to educate each other. If we're having a discussion, it's not because we're trying to be mean. We're trying to enlighten each other. Or because we really want to talk about it. Because this is what interests us. We're having a debate here. An good old-fashioned debate with hopefully no name calling. And if there's name calling, It better be interesting name calling, not some of the, not the ad hominem attacks either. It better be good name calling. Just come on, some of the old, like the B words and the P words and the D words. Come on, put some alliteration into it, people. Anyways, let me get the chat rules up. Chat rules. Don't start drama. We don't moderate speech. Only links and TOS violations. Obey TOS and your local laws. That's about it. We don't moderate speech. Yeah. And if you have a different opinion, go ahead. You're entitled to it. Turn the fan over my way. Yeah, it's starting to become, well, it's autumn in my area and cold, but dang, do I need a fan on me. Well, anyways, let's jump into this, shall we? While doing that, I'll boot up WeMod, just in case I need to make that guaranteed dialogue save. Okay, load. Oh, good old Theolurge. Come to find out, the common name for the Dark Urge is just Dirge. I don't like that. That's too Transformery. You know Dirge from Transformers? No. Good old leftover Pepsi from last night. Yeah, I can actually have the caffeinated sodas and coffee. Well, not exactly coffee. But I can have like caffeinated sodas and teas all day and it not affect me. Affect my sleep. I've been drinking caffeine that long. But give me a coffee in the evening and boy, will I be up all night. So, I'm going to go up here. And I did do one specific thing. I am going to go into options. Audio. I took the point and click voice down to never. That is just getting on my nerves. Oh, they already went. Shoot. No loot in the body. Create dead. Gotta speak with animal spell.
Please. May he rest by your side. He never hurt anyone. He always knew what to say. When I was homesick, he never let it show, but he was homesick too. He didn't deserve this.
Fudge. Because there's a scene here you could actually interact with. Y'all may have seen it on one of my playthroughs before I re-rolled a character. Yeah, I love re-rolling characters. I don't know what it is. Bugbear! Okay, I can come up to right here. And if I only had a lightsaber. Or a kyber crystal, I could turn mine into a lightsaber. Do I have a shove? I'm not seeing... Come on, let this work. Dagnabbit! 2 key points. Nope, no, not what I wanted to do. Okay. Breath. This, yeah, damage. Equal to 2. 2. And yeah. Breath weapon charge. Force retrieve. Your strength affects how much weight you can throw. Heavier items deal more damage. Damage of thrown weapons. Hello? I didn't notice this. Let's do, threatened. Well, let's examine. Oh, he's threatened. Oh, okay. So I'm right up in his face. Tenacity. Oh, if he misses, he's still doing damage. Caught him flat-footed. And a Lae'zel. Maybe you can't reach that distance. How about we jump? You reach up here? Go get Yankee. Oh, she's shooting into combat, isn't she? Or is that a Pathfinder thing? Hamstrung shot. Just to slow him down. I'm not reacting. Non-lethal, my arse. Not enough. Move. No. I want... Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot the bugbear! Oh, because I'm up close to him. That's how sneak attack works. He's distracted. It's because of you and your shield, wasn't it? No, I want you to come this way. And I kind of want you to block him in. Oh, I can't do Le Bonk. I want you to go Le Bonk. Ooh, a critical. Roll for critical. I want you to come up here. Disadvantage on intellect. 2 projectiles will do. Morning Star, huh? Tenacity. Ooh. exactly subclass are you? No, wait, you're trickery domain, your mace. But what about a morning star? How do you feel about missing and still hitting? Caked in the base of one. This morning star is a. It's got a wider damage profile. It's piercing instead of bludgeoning. Kind of like the bludgeoning, but it on missing it. Shadowheart. Because I have slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That covers damage types, which is kind of important. But missing, you do 2 points of bludgeon damage. Let's see, sent to Shadowheart. It's 5/12, but her Morningstar is 5/10. It's a 1/8, while hers is a 1/6 plus 4. This is a hard one. No, it's not a hard one, because that looks awfully... No. That was not a hard decision after I equipped it. Like, no. It's too big to be a morning star.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone... poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
You lost me, coin mistress. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. But a mind flayer abducted me, and its ship went straight to Avernus. Forgot to change it back to the Dark Urge. Well, remind me next time we make a dice roll to change it to the Dark Urge.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Flat rock, not enough space. Well, what about this telemascope?
You peer through the telescope.
Dragon, 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 I see you come this way. Dragon, 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 now we begin to pray. Let's focus. This is just me doing this. Dagnabbit! Chat, you were supposed to remind me to fix that.
You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting.
I don't reckon I know what a dragon is, but I don't recognize its color or anything. Move it to the right.
The telescope points to the right.
Ruined buildings and thing. Move to the left.
The telescope points straight ahead.
Move to the left.
The telescope points to the left.
And that's where I initially woke up. And I shall leave. Unless there's like anything else up here. Nope. Because she's kind of looking off in like in these directions.
We could say a prayer.
Or you could pick his pockets.
Yeah. That would be good.
Till I get a way to speak with animals on command and speak with dead on command, I feel a little naked. Also, I need a new outfit, specifically one with sleeves. Ooh, taters. Ooh, and an ignoble hat. Breezy sandals. Some rags. You never know when rags will come in handy. Now that is definitely an ignoble hat. What does it say? Foppish and fluffy and built for just the right sort of dome. Accustomed to having it set upon the head by other people. Look, if it was a flat cap, okay, but this is actually the type of... This is a certain kind of flat cap in this game.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Yes, I need a latrine. You don't happen to have one, do you? Am I correct in having heard that you are locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
And what about the others that are around here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Well, dire times, high stakes. I kinda understand.
You sound just like Korga. That it had to come to this. I pray to Sylvanas each night. The Wildfather will protect those refugees. I hope.
So what exactly are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
I'd rather go into barter. Checks when attempting to negotiate over a drink. I can get rid of a few things, such as... Nope, I'm keeping that. Is that wheel sword? No, that's just a rapier. Actually, give me that rapier back. You could have that. That's a simple robe. Finally, pants and sleeves! You can have the robe. You can have that. You can have that. You could have that. You can have that. Have the cup. I'm keeping the brains. I don't know why. I'll take the pistola. You don't have anything that allows me to speak with animals, do you? 100? I mean 1,000? I only got 80. It's 2. It's worth. I might actually have to sell some of this. Do you have perchance a bag of holding? That'd be a lot better for me. $500. I'd have to sell everything. Cheap. Sell what I can. That water's staying with me. I can create things with it, like makeshift rain clouds. Keeping that. Scroll a heal, keep my scrolls. Why is that only 3 coins? Okay, not found, not found. Got bags of bags. 10,000. I don't even... So you're offering grab bags. And things that you're just saying I can purchase without even showing me the price of. Right, a whiskey. Got like a speak with animal thing. Yeesh. Artifacts too expensive. Flame blade. Well, do I have to sell my spells to you to get what I need? No, because they're not worth it. Do a refill. But I think I'll go with a pistola. Here, have a crossbow. Ooh, that put it up to 11. So... no slip boots and Misty Step. Hada hada hamada habada 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 habada. What I really want is this, but yeah, right. Misty Step would be great. Brrrt. That's 20 pounds. Ooh. Nah. I said I was avoiding that, and I would. This really isn't a cheat because I've got it on Gale's Robe. Oh, hello. That's actually what I was wanting. You don't actually have to have a Kyber crystal, do you? Even though... One katana, please. Ay, 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 ay.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
I already get that, get that, get that. Sad to say, a lot of this is going home. Type. Equip. Equip. That's to find familiar, which I'm basically don't think I'm going to be using. This just kind of offers a bonus action, knock, invisibility. Wolfang. Not a rat. Stone to flesh. Conjure spiders. Spell a conjuration. Funhouse. Okay, this will be a lot better for me than that. Which this... I think I'll give to Gale. Since he's always going on about his cat, and for all we know, his cat... What? Give this to Asterion, and I'll take back the... take this back. Okay. So, for y'all... Send to camp. Send to camp. Send to camp. Send to camp. Methinks I have too much. Too many spells, but I'm probably gonna... Wanna know what, Gale? I'm gonna give these spells to you. And you'll learn them later on. That did nothing to alleviate my weight. which is probably in the die. That helped with the weight. That also helped with the weight. Wait, I really don't need this, because I have a, I thought I already used the, full reload. I already use... Oh, well, we're sending it to camp. Void. Sent to camp. Sent to camp. Trap disarm. What's my sleight of hand compared? Party view. What's my sheet? What's my skills at a no, I want over here. I want this compared to Asterian's. What's my sleight of hand? 10 compared to... Yeah, he's probably best at probably doing the traps from now on. Asterian, here you go. But my dex is like 20 and his is 23. Congratulations, you are now the lockpicker. Itch, 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 itch. Okay. Crick, crick, crack. Unlock this, move this to over here. That there. Fire resistance. There. There. Okay, I think we're good to go.
Calm down. Please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Seriously, let's just take this thing off. I look ridiculous. Will y'all please stop shouting?
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
As basically the Jedi, to leave is a heavy choice. It will weigh on whatever path you will take.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Sir. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face when you find that troll.
You're an idiot.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Swing and swing.
You know you're probably already smarter than a goblin, but don't underestimate them.
And again. Swing and swing.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
He's just like, what?
We're no warriors.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Take the human's words to heart, child. He knows what he's doing.
Kind words in unkind times, my friend. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
Who exactly was that woman, the one in your thoughts?
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent.
I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
You have a mind flayer, Tadpole, in your head, and you're more focused on dealing with escaped devils. Doesn't that exactly worry you?
I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin, become a Illithid, and there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldur. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out.
Well, I can help you hunt this devil of yours, if you can help me hunt for a cure for these parasites.
A tadpole feasts on our skulls, and you're signing on to chase devils.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
Level him up. Sphere, Burning Hands. Eldritch Evocation. Five Fates. And a feat. Always mobile. At least for the first one. With melee. Now, Gale, your opinion about Will.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I'd say. We're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Again. The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Bad news, children. You're all gonna die. But when you're in the battle, soak the battlefield with blood. Don't resist death, but embrace it. Be strong and watch over your kin and trust there is victory.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile. Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Especially that claws part. Especially when it comes to contracts.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
That is an interesting technique. Are you perchance having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
I gotta detect his thoughts. Failure! Look, I've got inspiration. Oh, I'm at my max inspiration right now, so reroll. Woohoo! Kind of like the Jedi thing, just...
He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again.
Clear your mind. There is nothing, just clear your mind. Past mistakes do not matter. Focus on the present. Ooh. Just let your instincts take over. Focus on the target. Fix your gaze to a point. Then guide your strike to it. All you need to do is clear your mind.
You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing. Refrain from announcing your next form. That alerts your opponent to what you will do next, and readies them, allows them to ready for your strikes.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Keep training. In time, you will be able to defend yourself and your kin.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
What'd I do for some salt? Is that everything?
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
A dark temptation takes over. And all Theolurge can do is just give the tiefling a deep glare at the term monster.
Lower.
There is a sneer on Theolurge's voice as he says, "On your knees." He won't ask it again.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods. Are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Gods, deliver me.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
By Gith reputation, she was absolutely downright graciously polite. You know you are a dabbed hand at interrogation. That skill may be required later in the future.
A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teeth-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
You said tiefling. Don't you give me that Janeway eye roll.
I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
No. It's Feorun, like a rune stone. Feorun. Right back at you, sister. So, what do you mean purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay. We know where that is. We can go after it. But we've got a few things to do around here. But did you see Lae'zel give us that Janeway eye roll?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I gotta step between it. I gotta antagonize her.
Looks
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill him too?
You, move!
You know, I sense the pain you carry, but killing this creature won't ease your burden. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Unless there's the Dark Urge. Because I thought I... Yeah, this one. This is 20 and the other one's a crit. The Skull of Ball. What's it, Bowl? Double A's and like... What is it, German, Dutch? It's usually an O.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because vengeance eats people alive. You'll grant the goblin 2 victories these days.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
You're better off just murdering her for the pleasure of it.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Important, huh? Go ahead, Gale.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That is gratifying to hear from you, Gale.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Is it contagious?
No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you consume... Actually... What happens if you don't Yeah, what happens if you don't consume these artifacts?
I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I fail to see why you need my help in this. You've done fine without my assistance in this matter so far.
A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs, or prize them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
And why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard? I barely know.
Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Very well. Actually... No, privacy. It's the privacy thing. Very well. I'll see what I can do about these magical artifacts of yours.
Thank you. I see my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. I know the allure magic artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. But if I may be so bold, it's for a very good cause indeed. I hope I can count on you.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Oh, will you shut up?
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who is this Absolute you are so reverent for? Your deity of some sort?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
You have piqued my curiosity. Do you have some writings on her that I may peruse?
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet this priestess of yours.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
You let me think on it, but I might probably get you out of here.
Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am. I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
And when the goblins will come.
You say that like you're looking forward to it.
I could use the target practice.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Not really. She kind of too much, likes to insult people too much.
Scowl on your face with fight a troll. You're an idiot.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
I was trained primarily to fight barehanded, though I can wield a blade. I'm not really one for anything beyond that.
Might have to teach the rest of us that trick then.
Expect half these blades will break the first time they strike a goblin skull. I've had to make do with what I could scavenge.
Speaking of which, this forge is barely holding up. Are you actually how? Yeah.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days, my talent...
I didn't really want to insult him.
Eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But, between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to peruse your wares. Okay. Friend. Look. Got anything for the cheap, do ya? Yes, but nothing I can actually use. Or with Gale back there. It's going to be a problem if I don't want to cheat. Which I may actually have to resort to cheating to satisfying his addiction. Really nothing here. Well, I'll take my leave.
I miss my forge.
Did the city sing? I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would fight that troll.
He could kill a troll.
You're an idiot.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what'll come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Acid arrow from Roland and a stabby stab from Leah.
Goblins didn't kill me, too.
That's how it is.
Say that. Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
We're exposed now. We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Why are you in such a rush to leave this place and leave your kin behind?
You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Yes, I second my companion's opinion. Powerful acquaintances are never never hurt to have as a never hurt to know.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
I smell porridge.
Thunderwave.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Stop thinking about delicious dwarf. I'm not doing it. Agreed. Hungry warriors make for easy prey.
You've been on hard times too, huh?
It's all in the past.
That doesn't mean it's behind us, though, does it? Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
It's lagging, so... Sorry to say, I'm gonna have to.
I could use the target practice.
Aliasing God raids. Dynamic crowds. Yeah, I'll just go with everything like this. But that pot actually looks like when I actually make a oatmeal on the stovetop. Not from the packets, I mean from actual steel cut oats. I always put too much water in it.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Well, I've had such a pounding headache recently.
Oh, there's nothing like a pain in the noggin to addle you. You need to look after that head of yours. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
As you down the potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking.
I'm fine, just bone weary after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Well, what's the harm? I'd like to see what you got.
Hey, bother.
I need to do some dungeon diving, it would seem. Is that for one or for all four of them? Look, I'll do an onion.
Take care now, sweetie.
Goodbye, Auntie.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
We're exposed now.
Say that? I'm just sad.
I wonder if I could talk to Barth.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
Yeah, I can.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Down on your face before the troll. You're an idiot.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I think it'd be beneficial if everybody calmed down and explain what exactly is going on.
Don't you tell me to calm down. My locket was stolen.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Let us find some equilibrium here. The child will return the locket, and the adult will act his age. Hmm, 15s all around.
I get my locket back, and you'll have no trouble from me.
Fine. I had the stupid amulet. Take it.
I would like an answer. Why'd you steal it?
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid.
Where did I put that old bucket?
At that end, I think she giggled and
Damn goblins.
No, I gotta. It's just something in me that's fascinated by this.
You lose yourself in the scab's weeping sea. It is no masterwork, but it provides a base bliss to gaze upon.
Like the sight of blood, do you?
Yes.
You'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again.
You put your own people first. That's just the way it is.
And what about our people? Half the crew's lying dead back in that ruin. Even the new lad, his first contract, and we land him in a god's damned goblin nest. He actually stood and fought, the stupid bastard. Like I never trained him better.
She should have hung her head there a little bit. He died with bravery. You should actually be proud.
Bravery? No. When it gets you killed, it's just called stupidity. That was lesson 1. If Liam had only bloody listened. No mercies.
Can't wait to get back to the gate.
Indulge the appetite. You level ups for everybody. Well, actually, just me and. Curiouser and curiouser. Do I get to pick my subclass? Or have I already done that? Yay, subclass! Screw Guardian, Consular all the way. Screw Guardian, screw Sentinel. Even though it does have some pretty interesting things. Basically, warrior, well, fighter, rogue, wizard. Persuasion or intimidation. I think Theolurge is more of a passionate person. He seeks peace, but he just can't find it. And for his spells... maybe go along something like Jedi, but also, what's... Force Wave throw. Throw your weapon and return it using the Force. That's a bonus action. There's also Command, the darker side. Calm emotions. Force grip. Heal. Well, force reflexes. To add AC. Force throw, which we already have something like that. Enthrall, Crown of Madness, Force Projection, Tech Thoughts. We already kind of got that one. Force Gust, Your Wound, Lesser Restoration, Shocking Grip, Force Throw, Force Guidance, Featherfall, Minor Illusion, Expeditious Retreat, or Expeditious, Force Channel, Mage Armor, Long Stride, Heroism, Force Disarm. I'm going to go with the Lesser Restoration. What to use? We're not doing Warcaster. We could do the, because we're actually using a, pistols. We're already kind of mobile enough. Actually, we can increase our mobility. Athlete. Dexterity is kind of one of our major things here, along with wisdom. And if we get knocked prone, which is a possibility, we will, and our jump distance is increased by that. Durable, Constitution goes up. Is there one that affects strength besides a ability improvement? Mage Slayer, Martial Adept, which I think would actually be good for a Jedi. Pole Arm Master, no. Performer, no. Actually, I'd make it go up by 1 if I went with a strength. Savage Attacker, which I already have, I believe. Yeah. Sentinel. Field Master, no. Cavern Brawler, Toughness. For every level you gain. You should take this one early on if you want more hit points later on. So I don't think this is retroactive, the Tough perk. You hit your hit point maximum increases by 2 for every level you have gained. Ooh, maybe it is retroactive. Weapon Master. Well, what? I go. Nope. There are no weapons I can take, so I could take go for some lightsaber. Savings throw. Raw power. Present, leaving them vulnerable to physical attacks. Cost. right now, I am going to do this. And I am going to increase... Ooh, can't. So it's either Charisma... plus your Charisma modifier, which is +1. I'm going to increase my Strength, because some of the skills rely on Strength. And this is basically like a dragon fear, like in a Dragonlance. When dragons appear, you have this instinctive supernatural fear that takes over people whenever a dragon appears, specifically when they get under their shadow. I believe that's the way it is. And the target of the breath weapon is actually afraid for 1 minute. So, it's from a mod. And this is kind of representing the darkness starting to starting to take a little bit of hold of Theolurge, because he will fall to the dark side. Just right now, he's kind of on the light side. He's forgotten himself. He's going to become a fallen Jedi. So, just a regular, and she's just going to be a regular old triple attack. Knock the target down. Okay, triple attack. Thrown, unarmed. Bait and switch. Charge and... lunge. Okay, who's next? Will. Will of the Blade of Frontiers. Spells. Suggestion. Scorching Ray. Automatically you get darkness. Act of the Blade. Replace spell. Actually, change that out for... You don't get familiars. Misty Step.
Hope the road isn't too bad.
We're packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
Apparently, it's really easy to get inspiration as Dirge.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
All you did was stand up for your crew. That I can respect.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid.
Who's this druid you lost track of?
Alcin. He's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Can I take a look at that contract of yours?
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Any idea what this particular relic may be?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks, I'll take it.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Where's that book? I'll read. Okay, it's Star and Blades, and it's definitely quiet. Blade and Star, except unassuming fair, at a reasonable price.
You sound like your father.
No song, dimly lit, proprietor Elon. Disembodied elvish singing voice, which actually disappeared for a while, I believe. Nobody really knows why. It just did.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate.
Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
My apologies. I did not mean to interrupt. I wish you well on the journey.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Oh, man. There's no Baldurian thing. How can you make plans? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast.
Luck's been on our side this far. No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And no love was not enough.
Boy, ain't I twisted.
City.
Whatever we want.
I already know the outcome of our character, what Dirge is, but it's fun going along this journey with him. Let's come in here. Because if you know, like, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you basically know what the main character is.
Have you spoken to Korga?
I was actually wishing to discuss something else.
What is it?
Why did Halsin go with the adventurers?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
Okay, then I'll take my leave.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes.
Priority
of course.
Is the blood of the city itself, for better or worse, devoted with piece of worship. Visit the criminal enterprise. These guild as healthy as the rest. Filled with travelers' advice. Those seeking journey on the coast from the interior region. The Risen Road. Approximately Ethelyn has in recent years developed into an enclave for Selûne worshippers with a temple of no insignificant splendor. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple and was provided food and shelter. So that's why Moonrise Tower, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price. Invasion plans of Eltergard.
Eltergard. A lot of territory to cover before Baldur's Gate. And any cure found there.
And its surroundings, the city of Baldur's Gate and Eltergard are both marked, but its wilderness is between, and its wilderness in between covered in notes, symbols, and ciphers. The freshest pictograph of goblins and gnolls shown gathering in the forests and hills nearby.
Best we get
Curiouser and curiouser. Front and center, a thespian's memoirs. In fact, the greatest joy of my life hasn't been acting, but becoming. Actually, yes, that is basically true. With role-playing and all, that's just you really don't act out the character. The best way to do is become the character. Like in writing. Some of the best, I don't consider myself an author, because I haven't published anything, but boy, have I written. I am a discovery writer. That meaning I don't rely like on a floor plan. I don't create myself like a framework of what's going on. I just sit down with a piece of paper and like and start with once upon a time, like just one sentence, and I just let it flow like a trickle of water going into a brook, into a creek, into a river. I just let it flow from there. And some of the best things that I've done is for my mind to actually start thinking like those characters. Some of the best characters I've come up with are the ones I myself have actually gotten into their mindset. That's why half the time I'm always constantly restarting characters, because I can't get into their mindset. Now, the Theolurge here, I can, because just wanton a slaughter and murder and just... which is basically a murder hobo. Just nothing.
I'd swear that Ox's gaze is following me.
It is, but we have no way of dealing with it right now.
Make one up. You can do that.
Do I feel like dealing with you right now? No, I don't. My head's hurting a little bit right now, and I want to get to Kaga.
It is forbidden. Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
Why exactly? What's so special about this area?
It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders.
Ooh. Just dun, 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 dun. Is that my head, or is... I've never actually heard that one before. I'm not really looking to cause trouble, though trouble does follow me. Can't you just let me by and not tell Korga?
No,
and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
She's not our kid for nothing.
I smell dry.
I don't think rarely anybody actually goes back here and does this.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hand.
We need to get Arabella out. Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh!
I saw what happened down there. Why exactly are the druids holding your daughter captive?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
Tried parenting her. Please. I believe the druids are overreacting. She is just a child. And even children make major mistakes. I'll see what I can do by talking with them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. I could take one of the guards, maybe 2.
What about a bear? I'd like to keep our guts on the inside.
No, you couldn't.
Your master let us in here.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Yes, I see. And is that... Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Actually, this is correct.
You there! Hello! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Now, or to be on the record, almost everybody now knows who this guy is. This guy is Volo. As in Volo's Guide to the Realm, Volo's Guide to Magic and all this. Our character, Theolurge, has no idea who this guy is. Because he can't remember a damn thing past when he woke up on the ship. So, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Common variety goblin, led by a Lasher and flanked by Booyogs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
No, look, as a Dragonborn, we have to say, instinctively we know a brass dragon would die a million deaths before allying with goblins.
Witnesses noticed a red dragon marching at rear.
Notorious liar and storyteller. Volo is.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the Absolute when they fell upon the gates?
I believe so. It was like some sort of war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Superstitious hogwash. Nothing worth the ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Wait, before you go, why the bit about the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Volo does have a point. A primer on mythical beasts. Culture. Miniature giant space hamsters. I'm going to leave this up for a few seconds so y'all can pause and read it. But this hints at something later on y'all may already know. Because that specific person appears in the trailers themselves. I don't know if we'll ever get to it, but I hope so. Really, not really much else we can do here. Yeah, really not much else we could do here with as much time as we have left, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to double save it. And I'm going to switch it over to this splash screen. And I'm going to say... Thanks for tuning in for this episode, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Do the normally things you do at the end of these episodes. If it's like, it's like. If it's subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, then subscribe. You don't have to do the hit the bell if you're on YouTube. If that's what you normally do when you subscribe, do it. I know I usually do the